Forget everything you thought you knew about the heaviest things moving through space. What science has recently discovered is a punch in the gut for astronomy and will make you question the very scale of the universe. The name of this mystery is 3I/Atlas. It's a comet, yes, but its nucleus, the solid part, is an impressive 5.6 kilometers across and weighs an incredible 33 billion tons. To put it in perspective, that's more than 5,500 times the weight of the Great Pyramid of Giza. We're not talking about an ordinary space boulder. We're talking about an icy rock monster that invaded our solar system and, according to scientists themselves, wasn't meant to be here. Pay close attention, because the journey to weigh this cosmic anomaly is so bizarre and fascinating that you'll feel insignificant. This story is proof that there's much more out there, and that's terrifying. The shock begins when we understand what it is. 3I/Atlas is an interstellar visitor. This means it wasn't born in our cosmic neighborhood. It came from another star system, wandering through space, a sort of ghost ship that decided to pass by. For science, these objects are rare and incredibly important, but they're usually quite light. Oumuamua and Borisov, the other famous visitors, were relatively tiny, like pieces of styrofoam compared to Atlas. The problem is that, out of nowhere, this giant comet appears. If the logic of the frequency of smaller objects were correct, researchers say we should have seen hundreds of tiny comets before a giant like this appeared. It's like suddenly finding an aircraft carrier in a batch of small toy cars. It's too big, too dense, too heavy, and scientists have gone crazy trying to understand how this giant formed in the darkest, most distant corner of the cosmos. Measuring the weight of a space rock moving thousands of kilometers per hour while releasing gas and dust is a task that sounds like something out of a science fiction movie. A comet can't be stopped on a scale. So scientists have a shocking trick. They measure the force of a natural thruster. As a comet approaches the sun, the heat causes the ice to evaporate, and this explosion of gas creates a kind of propulsion. This propulsion acts like an engine, changing the comet's speed and expected trajectory. If the acceleration or change in course is very large, it means it's lighter and the gas has more power over it. Atlas was losing an incredible 150 kilograms of material per second. It's as if it were melting before our eyes, releasing a ton of cosmic smoke every 7 seconds. But the terrifying detail is that it barely changed course. Analysis of data from the Minor Planet Center, collected by hundreds of observatories around the world, revealed the shock. They compared Atlas's expected trajectory using only the sun's gravity with its actual trajectory, with the gas thruster on. The result was a shock. The non-gravitational acceleration, the acceleration caused by the gas, was minimal, practically zero. The conclusion was immediate and terrifying. For the gas thruster to make almost no difference to its trajectory, it would have to be ridiculously, inconceivably heavy. This inertia could only be explained by a monstrous mass, thousands of times greater than that of other interstellar comets. 3I/Atlas behaved like a floating mountain that didn't even realize it was losing material. It is the cosmic definition of stubborn. Now let's try to actually wrap our heads around 33 billion tons, because it's the kind of number that the human mind simply freezes on. Think of all the water inside a gigantic cruise ship. Imagine the entire metal structure of an absurdly tall building. Atlas alone weighs more than 144,000 cruise ships combined. Not 1,000, 144,000. It's the weight of more than 3 million Eiffel Towers. The sheer size of this giant of ice and rock is so disproportionate that it makes the objects we know in our solar system seem made of paper. This mass is a kind of cold density that defies our intuition. The comet is there, moving with this relentless and frightening slowness, reminding us of the chasm of scale between life on Earth and the solid, unquestionable dark matter of the universe. The mystery isn't just its weight, it's its composition and origin. The fact that Atlas maintains its composure, doesn't fall apart, and follows its nearly perfect path despite the intense mass loss of 150 kilograms per second points to one thing. Its 5.6-kilometer core is extremely robust. The matter that composes it has a frightening cohesion. Think about it. Something coming from an entirely different solar system, traveling for who knows how many billions of years in the void, has to be tough, has to be resilient. This isn't a body formed from randomly mixed materials. It's a solid block of dirty ice and rock, older than Earth itself, that traveled like a cold cannonball through entire galaxies until we detected it, for a mere 4 months, between May and September of 2025. The human effort to calculate the physics of such a primitive and massive object is almost an obsession. The implication of all this is, perhaps, the most shocking point. If there is a body of this magnitude floating around out there, where did it come from? Traditional astronomy predicted many cosmic grains of sand en route to interstellar orbit, but the detection of this ice elephant is like finding a drop of water in a vast desert. And probability, scientists say, suggests there are many more even larger bodies that we simply haven't detected. 3I/Atlas isn't just the largest comet we've seen. It's the tip of a gigantic cosmic iceberg, a cold, massive confirmation that space is teeming with objects of terrifying scale, just waiting for the right moment to pay us a visit. The idea that this monster wasn't expected gives us a palpable sense that we're not ready to grasp the full scale of the universe. The story of Atlas is a reminder of how little we know about our solar system's neighbors. The detection of this immense mass has forced science to rewrite some of the rules about comet formation and size. The 33 billion tons represents a shocking new record, but it also marks a new era of discovery. Now the search will intensify. What else is lurking in the shadows on its way to visit us? And most importantly, this incredibly heavy and cold object is a raw material that can give us clues about how the universe truly began, the raw materials that came before planets and stars. It's as if we've intercepted a sealed letter written trillions of kilometers ago, bearing fundamental secrets. Atlas is a heavy anomaly we carry on our backs, forcing us to look up and feel the fear of the unknown. This cosmic invader teaches us, with a weight of more than 3 million Eiffel Towers, that the universe doesn't care about our scale. It simply exists in dimensions we can only conceive through mathematics and absurd comparisons. The precision of the data, the meticulous analysis, the struggle to measure something that barely deviates from its course, it all boils down to the only conclusion that truly matters. There are mysteries floating out there that are far more powerful and far older than our civilization. 3I/Atlas is a silent, gigantic mass coming from a place we can't see, a shocking record that forces us to face our own cosmic fragility. It is the true 33 billion ton monster, and what it reveals about space is simply the silent terror of immensity. Now, after understanding the colossal scale of this 33 billion ton invader, the question remains, what do you think of this story? Does 3I/Atlas really make us rethink the scale of things out there? Leave your opinion in the comments. If you've ever heard of something so unexpectedly large in the universe, or know of a shocking fact that surpasses this discovery, let us know. I want to hear your thoughts and discuss the terror of immensity. Your engagement is what drives us to seek out and bring you these incredible stories. If you liked it, do this simple thing, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. We're back every day with new shocking and revealing stories that will blow your mind. Don't miss the next one.